After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends, you wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
Recently, Cardstarter decided to file a lawsuit against SundaeSwap. There will be a follow-up video coming very soon, like right after this one. But before I do that video, I wanted to give you my commentary on what Charles Hoskinson had to say in his recent video. This is a reaction, fair use.
So as promised, there was an event that happened in the Cardano ecosystem that for some reason people keep trying to drag me into. And I said, I have nothing to do with it. So these guys are just going to have to figure this shit out for themselves. And that was the SundaeSwap Cardstarter issue. Well, it looks like Cardstarter filed a lawsuit, and it's 38 pages, and they have law firm and all these people. And now that it's ongoing litigation, there's really no point commenting about it. Litigation is the failure of negotiation. Usually you go mediation, try to talk out your differences, see if you can come to a win-win. If that doesn't work, you try perhaps some other form of dispute resolution. When you actually go to the lawsuit phase, it's a complete breakdown of the relationship.
And to be honest, they did try to find a mediator. You, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that you said in your other video that they were tweeting you, reaching out to you, and you didn't understand why they were trying to put you in the middle of it because you're the leader of the whole ecosystem, the whole thing. It's you. So they came to you to get you to mediate. Unless I'm mistaken. I thought that they tried that. Let's continue.
To a point where you're handing over your entire fate to a judge or jury or both, hoping that you can get better outcome than you could with the other party. And I guess they're asking now for even more than what they were promised, 250 million or something like that. So, the filing stands for itself, and, they're alleging fraud, a promissory estoppel situation, and that there's some sort of implied deal. So lawsuits are lawsuits. There's a discovery process. Stuff can be subpoenaed. There are all kinds of things that can be dragged into the process. And so now that's going to go on for a while. It'll probably be horrendously expensive. There'll probably be a countersuit and all kinds of things. And these things could take months to years to fully litigate. It's quite unfortunate that that's where Card's at and Sunday's at in the relationship, that apparently spending months to years to solve a problem is a better idea than trying mediation or something else. But, that's the prerogative of the principals there and where that relationship is at. And it's a reminder for young entrepreneurs in general, taking a step back in abstraction about the nature of commercial arrangements and expectation management. When people are very young, they negotiate in a very organic way. They tend to, just say, hey, how about this? Or how about this? And, they do it over Slack or Telegram.
And that's very true. And I think that's why they came to you, the OG, someone who, and that's what we're here for, as people who are older to guide the youth. That's why I do what I do, to try to guide people who are new to the space or to these ideas or things that they are not able to quite see because they're looking at things through a rosy colored glasses. So when they came to you, that's why they did it. And you deferred. Let's continue.
Or Reddit or Twitter. I remember when I got started in this industry, I negotiated a lot of stuff over Bitcoin Talk and private messages back and forth. That's actually how Invictus Innovations got started, my first company in this industry. I had a thread called Project Invictus, and the very first person to reply to it was Dan Larimer under the handle Bytemaster. When I was trying to dream up what could make Bitcoin invincible or crypto invincible. So anyway, you tend not to be so careful, because you don't have any experience. You don't really understand the value of legal agreements, or the value of expectation management, and the value of how negotiations are supposed to be done. So there's a teachable moment for the entire Cardano ecosystem, for all these 230 plus dApps that are now building, to take a step back and make sure that they have proper legal hygiene. Do you have God's eye view on all of the commercial arrangements and understandings and deals and negotiations that are signed, sealed, and in flight? And do you have the right legal operating system to be able to handle all those? For your ventures, do you have founders agreements? Do you have the proper non-disclosure agreements? Does everybody understand their commercial realities? Have they written to confirm that? Have you gotten confirmation that your understanding of the deal is their understanding of the deal, and that's the only part of the deal? That's why an entire clause exists. And also the communities that you're all building, do those communities fully appreciate and understand the nature and realities of the deal and the representations that have been made?
And that's why we're here. That's exactly why we're here. Because even right now, as I go through the Telegram, and I've been paying attention very carefully, I just have not been saying much, but I've been paying attention to the way that a lot of investors in the Cardstarter Telegram are telling members, moderators, and those that are in charge of that, you guys are not blameless. You either threw one-liners out there to kind of mislead people, or you left things just as vague as SundaeSwap was towards Cardstarter. You was not being precise with your words and what you were trying to convey. So I agree, there are going to be a lot of changes, not just in Cardano. This will reverberate throughout the crypto space. Let's continue.
If you can't answer that with absolute 100% yes, we believe so, you got work to do. Now, no one's perfect, especially young ventures, but this is a space where unfortunately young ventures are given millions to tens of millions of dollars, in some cases hundreds of millions of dollars, without a lot of adults in the room or venture capital oversight. And the old people who start getting gray in their beard, and I used to be one of the young people, but I'm starting to feel like one of the old people, we tend to remind people the value to these things, and sometimes they take it and sometimes.
Very true. Very true. Very true. You can't warn people who are new to the space or new to these type of things, and a lot of times you can just come off as the old curmudgeon or the old boomer, as they say. It is what it is. It is still our responsibility to tell them. Let's continue.
Sometimes they don't. So there's certainly a teachable moment for everybody who's building something on Cardano. Anything that has value, anything that could have value in the future, could potentially be a spot for litigation or discussion. Never forget. And everybody you think is your friend, is on the same terms as you, they can turn very quickly when real money's at stake.
And that's the realest statement I've heard in quite a while in this crypto space. Everyone thinks that it's all fun and games. The prisoner's dilemma. Everybody thinks it's all fun and games until money is on the line. Now I'm going to wrap this one up, and I will be right back with coverage of the Cardstarter and SundaeSwap lawsuit. I have a feeling that this one is going to go on for quite a while, and if you want real coverage that's not favorable to either side, that just calls it down the middle, balls and strikes, hit that like button, that share, Please subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. This is my 2 Satoshis. And we're out.
Lately I've been losing my direction. I know, 'cause I've been trapped inside this heart of mine. Oh, heart of mine. Oh, heart of mine.
You take the
Heart
red
of
pill.
mine.
You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember,